Hi there. I'm Janet Chandler with the Cullman Tribune, and I'm here to read you one last story from Disney Frozen 5-minute stories. Tonight, our selection is Frozen 2. One evening, Anna and Elsa's father, King Agnar, told them a story about the Northuldra, people from an enchanted forest. They had lived in peace with the people of Arendelle, but then everything changed, and the two sides went to war. Angered spirits trapped both groups in the forest, but King Agnar, then only a child, managed to escape. After the story, Queen Iduna soothed the girls with a lullaby about Adaholland, a special river that was said to hold all the answers to the past. Many years had passed, and though their parents were gone, the girls had found family in their best friends, Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. They spent countless evenings together, hanging out, having dinner, and playing games. One night, during charades, Anna struggled to guess what Elsa was acting out. She could tell something was bothering her sister. "Are you okay?" Anna asked. "Just tired," said Elsa, forcing a smile. "Good night," she added as she abruptly left and went upstairs. Moments later, Anna appeared at Elsa's door. "You're wearing Mother's scarf," she said. "You do that when something's wrong." Though Elsa refused to admit it, something was wrong. Someone or something was calling to her. Later that night, Elsa found herself answering the mysterious voice. As she began using her icy powers, she could feel them changing. They grew stronger and stronger until finally she triggered a shockwave that flew across the kingdom. Fire vanished from the torches. The fountains and waterfalls dried up. Even the wind died down. Villagers stumbled over the rippling cobblestones, and everyone headed for stable ground. Once everyone was safe on the cliffs above Arendelle, the ground rumbled once again. Boulders rolled in and popped open, revealing trolls. Grandpappy quickly approached the girls. He explained that Elsa had woken the spirit of the enchanted forest. Grandpappy told Elsa to follow the voice north. Then he quietly told Anna that she should go along to protect her sister. "I won't leave her side," said Anna. The sisters, along with Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven, traveled north in search of the forest. But when they found the forest entrance, a wall of mist surrounded it. It wouldn't let Kristoff and Olaf pass through. But Elsa felt a tug toward the mist. She took Anna's hand and stepped forward, and the mist sparkled and pulled back, providing a path for the whole group. Once they were inside the forest, the wind spirit, Gale, appeared. It picked them up and whipped them around. Elsa used her magic to protect Anna from a flying branch, and Gale took notice. The wind spirit forced the others out, holding Elsa in her vortex. Finally, Elsa sent out a blast of magic to free herself, and beautiful ice sculptures appeared. Each one captured a different moment in time. Elsa had never created anything like them before. Olaf reminded his friends of his theory that ice could reveal the past. "Water has memory," he said. Soon, the trapped Northuldra and Arendellians from Anna and Elsa's old bedtime story appeared. Anna recognized one of the soldiers. It was Lieutenant Matthias, their father's official guard. The Northuldra noticed that the sister's scarf was Northuldra. Whoever had saved the king from the forest must have been a Northuldra. The Arendellians and the Northuldra believed Elsa's magic was the key to their freedom. The two sides argued about who was responsible for their entrapment in the forest until a bright flash of fire appeared. The fire spirit dashed around the trees, setting them ablaze. Elsa used her magic to chase it down and discovered the spirit was a small salamander. The voice called, and Elsa and the salamander both turned toward it. "You hear it too?" she asked the salamander. The salamander scurried up a rock, and Elsa realized she needed to keep going north. Later that evening, one of the Northalgia explained the symbols on the scarf to Elsa. They represented the four spirits. The Northalgia woman pointed out a fifth spirit, which was called the bridge. Some said they had heard it call out the day before the forest fell. Elsa was now certain that she had to follow the call she had been hearing in order to set everyone free. Anna and Olaf joined Elsa, and the three continued north. When they reached the top of a hill, they gasped at the sight below. It was their parents' ship. They realized this must mean that their parents had been in search of Ahtohallan when they disappeared. They were searching for answers about Elsa's powers. Elsa vowed to find the mysterious river, even if it meant crossing the dangerous, dark sea. Despite Anna's protesting, Elsa had to go alone. She waved her hands, creating a boat, and sent Anna and Olaf sliding in it down a path of ice. "Elsa, what are you doing?" No, cried Anna. They couldn't stop, and they soon found themselves gliding down a river. Anna noticed earth giants sleeping on the shore. Using a branch, Anna directed their boat away from the earth giants and over a waterfall. When Elsa reached the dark sea, she stood on the shore. Ferocious waves rose and crashed before her. She sprinted out onto the water, creating frozen snowflakes at her feet. But the strength of the waves quickly knocked her down. Elsa clawed her way to the surface and climbed upon a giant rock. She took a breath and dove in. The water knocked. An enormous horse emerged and began tossing her around. Elsa created an ice bridle and swung onto its back. At first it bucked, trying to throw her off, but before long the two were rhythmically riding through the mountainous waves to the far shore. Once safe on the sand, Elsa looked at the majestic creature in the eye and bowed. The water knot lowered its head respectfully. Elsa smiled as it shook its mane and disappeared back into the sea. Meanwhile, the waterfall had carried Anna and Olaf into a cavern. A strong gust of wind brought in a swirl of Elsa's magic. It was a signal that she had safely crossed the dark sea. The magic formed an ice sculpture before them, revealing a memory of the past. Now Anna knew why the spirits had evacuated Arendelle and how to free the forest. Armed with renewed strength and wisdom, she was ready to set things right. Elsa trudged through the terrible winds and thick snow. When she finally reached Ahtohallan, the mysterious voice quieted. Suddenly, just as the words of her mother's lullaby had promised, everything became crystal clear. Elsa knew she had followed the right path and was where she was meant to be. The journey had changed both her and her sister, and together they could restore peace and mend a broken land. The end. I hope you've enjoyed these stories from Frozen. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams.